Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This is the story of a victim who got taken in by a cryptocurrency scammer. I'm just going to let the victim tell her story for herself. The victim chose to tell her story in a video interview, and I've blurred her face to protect her identity. This video is almost an hour long. In episode 2, I'll play you a bit more of the interview. I'll show you some of the texts that the victim received from the scammer, and we'll take a look at one of those websites that the victim talks about in the interview. And in episode 3, I'm going to take a look at Bitcoin trading, Bitcoin mining, and cryptocurrency investing. I'm not an expert, but I can tell you the little that I do know. This is an international crime. This victim lives in Canada. I'm sorry you got taken in. It's horrible. And it just happens so often.
It is. I mean, like, to be honest with you, I have no idea of the scams that has been going on, like, around. I think it just so happened that it's too trusting with friends and families that when my friend offered me that kind of investment, I was just kind of like, jumped into right away because I trusted her.
Yes.
But I didn't realize that at the end of the day, it wasn't even her that I was talking to. So
had her account been hacked?
Yes, exactly.
Right. Do you want to start at the beginning and just tell me what happened?
Oh yes, so it all started. As far as I can remember, it was It started the last 2 weeks of February. So I received a message from, like what I said, that specific close friend. She sent me her story. On her story, she posted like it was a screen capture of her. I think it was her PayPal account. So there was like I think she told me that I made 26 or 27,000 Canadian dollars from investing in Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. At first I ignored her, like I did not reply back right away. Like I waited 3 days, and then she sent me another message. She was like, I know you're skeptical. I know that you don't always engage in this kind of thing. So she's like, but like she told me, like, I am a living testament that if you invest in this kind of crypto investment, you'll definitely earn more from what you're, because I work. So she's like, oh, you're gonna definitely earn more from what you earn from your work. And I was like, is it safe? Is it, because you can't really, like, you're too, I'm skeptical about it. She's like, yeah, it's safe because I tried it, so you can definitely trust me. All you just have to do is message this broker of mine. Her name is Linda Desmond. She's like, just hit her up, and then she'll explain things further to you. She's going to tell you how much you need to invest, and the stuff that, like, she's going to give you procedures on what apps do you have to download, like all like further information about the whole investment. So I waited like 2 weeks. So I actually I followed Linda Desmond. I think it was on the 29th of February or 28th. And then I unfollowed her back. It was like, because I was like, I kind of don't want to do it. So I followed her that 28. I followed her 28, and then I followed her the same day as well. And then I think 2 days later, or it was the first. It was the 1st of March, I received a message from her, from Linda Desmond. She told me that and then she followed me as well. She told me that, hi, I saw that you followed me, but you unfollowed me at the same time. She was like, she told me that I know a lot of stuff about cryptocurrency and crypto investments. If you're interested in joining, I can guide you on how to invest. So I told her, because I don't have a lot of money, but like I want to try it out. Because I told her, actually, it's a good thing that you messaged me, because my friend kind of referred me to you. So like I don't really know what's going on. So if you could give me further details. So she's like, yeah, like I asked her, is this legit? Like are all the transactions are legitimate? Is it regulated? The legal, so questions that you're supposed to ask. And she's like, yes. You saw from your friend, like she already got her profit, so like you have nothing to worry about. So it's like, okay, can you give me like a breakdown on like the amount of the investment that I can invest? She's like, yeah, you can start with 1,000 Canadian dollars. So it's like, okay, I have 1,000 Canadian, so I think I can invest that. And I was like, okay, I'll try it out. I mean, there's nothing wrong in trying, because like you see, like what I said, my friend, she's done it. She's received her profit. So I told her, okay, I'm gonna invest I'm gonna invest for the lowest amount, which is 1,000 Canadian dollars. So she told me, okay, so what you have to do, you have to download ShakePay. So that's where you transfer your funds from your bank, and then you buy the Bitcoin, and you how do I say this? You send it to the wallet address that she will provide you. So, but before I sent the money, she told me to sign up to this. It was a sketchy website. She sent me a site, and then when I opened it, it was very sketchy, because I was like, how come like it's like you could tell if the website is real or not. But it was really sketchy. Like there was a lot of like malfunctions within the website. So I was like, oh, should I continue? But I feel like, but I was kind of invested to it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna proceed. It's only 1,000 Canadian. Like I can earn the money again the following week. So I think, okay, I'm gonna. So I signed up in the website. So the website was called Legal Mining Trade. So
Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll just Google that while I'm talking to you, because
yes,
it
yes.
might. So let me just bring up Annie's browser. And
Legalminingtrade.com, and then she made me sign up. Yeah, I can send you. I still have access to that website and to my account in that website. I can send you the link.
oh, right, if you
So
could, if you've got any screenshots or anything that you could
um
send, that would be
yes, there
helpful.
you go. So so I signed up there. I downloaded ShakePay, and then I signed up for ShakePay, and then she told me like, send me a screenshots of if you've already signed up for those two platforms. So I did. I took a screenshot and I sent it to her, and she's like, okay, now send me the $1,000 now. So I send it to her. I send it to the wallet address that she provided, and yeah, she told me, okay, so everything is done now. All you have to do is wait for your profits to. It was kind of like generate in the trading website. So I waited for probably like 4 hours, and then she was checking up on me from time to time too. She's like, "Did you check your account in the legal mining trade? Is your profits are there? Just check it from time to time." So yeah, 4 hours later, I saw the 10,000. The currency, I think it's in US, so 10,000 US it was there. So she told me later in the afternoon, she's like, would you want to top it off, or withdraw it? I told her, what do you mean to top it off? Like, do you want to reinvest again, or do you want to withdraw it? So it's like, okay, if I can withdraw it, why not? So I told her, okay, I'm gonna withdraw it. So she told me on how to navigate within the website, on how to withdraw the funds. And then, because I was on my way to school at that time, so I kept receiving emails, but I wasn't checking it. And then she was very, how would you say that? She's very pushy. There you go. She was very pushy. She kept sending messages like, check your email, check your email. How come you're not replying to me? So it's like, okay, hold on, give me a second, because I'm in class. I have to go outside and check. So when I checked my phone, I received an email from the website, from the company. That's how she calls it. Stating that in order for me to receive the money, I have to pay a withdrawal fee and a broker fee. So I was like, she didn't the first time we talked, she did not disclose any like any sort of like she didn't even tell me that there were pays to be paid. So I messaged my friend, the friend who introduced me. I told her, I don't understand, why do I have to pay um if I want to withdraw my money, but I don't understand why I have to pay a withdrawal fee and a broker fee. Like, like supposedly when you invest, you don't have to pay anything for you to take your money, right? So she told me like, oh, it's normal. I actually paid the same fees as well. So I asked her, how much did you pay for when you tried to withdraw your money? She told me she paid like 4,500. Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, yours is a little bit higher than mine, because she told me that she invested 2,000. So if you invest 2,000, the profit that you will get back is around 19,000 US, I think. Yeah. So she told me, yeah, it's a little bit higher because I invested a little bit higher too. So it's like, okay. At that time, I don't have any money because I only had that 1,000. So I messaged my other good friend. I told her like, would it be possible if I borrow 3,500 from you? I just need to pay something. And my friend, of course, she trusts me. So she's like, okay, you're gonna. Oh, but she called me at first. She's like, are you sure that like I pick up the phone? Like I just want to make sure that it's you who wants to borrow money, because I just really want to make sure, because there's a lot of scam. I know a lot of people, they message their friends that they're in trouble, and then they need this certain amount of money to get out of that trouble. So I told her like, yeah, it's me. I didn't tell her that I was investing in Bitcoin, because I know that she's not gonna lend me. But I told her like, I just really need it, but I'm gonna return it right away. I told her right away because she told me that once I pay the broker fee and the withdrawal fee, she told me that the money will be transferred right away in my ShakePay account. So I was able to collect the 3,500, and I gave it to her right away. Like I sent it to the wallet address, and then she told me send me a message tomorrow morning. So it was the day after. Okay. So it's like, okay. She told me to message her for the next day. I'm gonna message her the next day. And then the next day she sent me a message again. She told me, are you familiar with taxes? Like, do you file your taxes? I was like, that's a weird question, but I'm like, yeah, I do file my taxes. I mean, I've been in Canada for 6 years now, so I mean, I've been filing my taxes ever since. So like, yeah, I know about it. And she's like, so I told her like, why? What's wrong? Is there something wrong? She told me, well, unfortunately, in order for you to in order for the funds to be released, you have to pay trading taxes. Yeah. So I was like, okay, how much is the trading? Like, how much is the amount that I'm supposed to pay? And then she told me, well, you have to check the email that the company sent you. So I checked the email, and it says that I have to pay 10,150 Canadian dollars.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 10,000. Oh, because it summed up to 10,000, because so the pending withdrawal was around 10,000 US, right? But before that, that night before I paid the 3,500, I made another 30,000 US, and she told me to withdraw it as well. So the total amount that I was supposed to withdraw was already 40,000 US dollars. So I believe maybe she calculated whatever amount of taxes from the 40,000. So yeah. So I was panicking already, like 10,000, like where am I gonna find 10,150 Canadian dollars? So I messaged my friend again, the friend who introduced me to the investment. I told her, "Oh my God, girl, like I don't know what to do anymore. Like she wants me to pay 10,000 Canadian dollars. Like, are you kidding me? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money." like she told me that, well, you have to pay it, because for me, I actually paid the taxes. She told me that and then she told me that I paid way higher than you, because I was expecting way a lot money from you too. She's like, mine was it was a lot higher. She told me that she paid like 15,000 Canadian, I think. So I was like, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know a lot of people, and as me personally, I don't like asking money. I don't like to borrow money from friends and families, because I know that, sometimes, if when when things happen, and sometimes, let's say if I can't pay it back, then the person who I borrowed, like, they might get upset. The relationship, like, it's not gonna be there at the end of the day, because I promised, but I can't fulfill that promise. So, like, what am I gonna do? So she told me, but I assure you, girl, you will definitely get your profits after this. See, you told me you're withdrawing 40,000, so if you receive your 40,000, you can pay back the if you pay this 10,000, and then the other 3,500, you can pay it back right away. But I told her, like, I don't know anyone who can lend me um 10,100 Canadian dollars. So I told her, would it be possible for you to lend me the money instead? Because you told me that you received your profits. You've been bragging about it through social media, that you bought, because she's been really braggy about it. She posted that she bought a new car, she transferred they bought a new house, and her bank account is it's full, it's fat. So yeah, so she told me, like, oh, she's like, she turned me down. She told me, I don't have a lot left to me right now, because I reinvested my money. So I told her, okay, I'm gonna make way, but let me know if how much you have left, and then whatever the remaining balance, I'll try to make way to, to gather the funds. And she's like, okay. And then a couple hours later, it was March 2. Yeah, it was already March 2. So a couple hours later, March 2, she sent me a message that she can lend me 3,000 Canadian, and she was asking for the wallet address. And then she told me, if I'm gonna lend you the 3,000 Canadian, all you have to do is make way to find the 7,150. So I said, okay, I'll try my best. So so at that time as well, I finally got my pay, and then I told my mother, and I told my aunt, and I told my other friend. I told them, would it be possible if I borrow 1,000 from you, 1,000 from you, 2,000 from you, 3,000 for you, just to be able to gather the 7,150? And my mother was like, are you sure this is safe? Like, oh, I know you're very irrational. Sometimes you don't think when you make decisions. Like, I told her, well, my friend is a testimony. She told me that she already received her profits, and I showed everything to my mother, to my aunt, and to my friend, the breakdown and everything. And they told me, okay, as long as we're sure that you'll be able to receive whatever you're supposed to receive, we will lend you the money. So I was thankful. My mother lent me, at first she lent me two, I think it was 2,000, no, 3,000, and then another 2,000 from my aunt, 2,000 from my friend, and 1,150 from my own pocket. And then I told her that, okay, I have the money, I can send it now to you. So I sent everything. So everything was paid. So she told me, every time that I make the payment, I have to take a screenshot and then send it to the email that the company sent me, and tell them that, please see attached screenshot for my proof of payment, so that they'll know that you did pay the fee. So that's what I did. So every time that I paid, I had to take screenshots, and then I sent it to the email that the company provided. And then I waited, I think it was a couple of days. So I kept on bugging her, the the Desmond, the broker. I kept bugging her. So when can I expect my profits? Like, do you have like an estimate date, or a certain period of time on when can I, receive it? So she told me, check your email again. There's another email. Oh, it's so annoying. I mean, like, it's so frustrating every time that I look back and I think of like what reminisce of like what happened. It, like, I always tell myself, "Oh, you're such a stupid girl." Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you've seen a lot of red flags, but you kept on going. But then I realized that because I was too invested in the whole situation, I was financially invested to it. I was very hopeful, and I was very emotionally
Yes.
invested at the
Yes.
same time.
Yeah.
So I was like the emotions are up. So I was like, okay, it's either a pass or a go. So I'm just gonna go. Like, I'm gonna take the risk, and I trust my friend. So I'm just gonna take the risk. So when I checked the email again, oh, no, so okay, so I paid the fee. Oh, and then when after I paid the fee, she told me to check my email, and when I checked the email, it says there that my payment was received successfully. So she told me to download another crypto platform. It's called CoinMarketCap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she told me to download CoinMarketCap, and she told me that wait for my signal. I'm gonna link your trading account there, this and that. I'm like, so okay, I trust you, so I'm gonna let you do your stuff as long as I receive that money, on that day, on this day. I'm good. So she set up my account, she linked it, and yeah, she gave me the pass to it, so I can access it, and everything that was in there. So, oh yeah, so when she linked my account, I received another email from the company that I made another 65,000 US dollars. So I told her, if I'm gonna withdraw the 65,000 US dollars, will I be paying another trading tax because I only paid for the 40,000? So she told me, no, you're not gonna pay anything. Everything is covered. The trading tax is covered. So she told me just withdraw the 65, and then from there I'll do the rest. So I withdraw the 65. So the total pending withdrawal was around 100. I think 105,000. No. Yeah, 105,000 US dollars, because
Yes.
40
Yes.
plus 60 plus 5 is 105. So yeah, I waited, and so she set up my account in CoinMarketCap, and then so I saw everything there. Like, she told me, like, okay, so the linking of the accounts is successful, so you can see everything there. So she told me, how much do you want to withdraw from there? Because I think I have 4.3 Bitcoin in total. I have 4.3 Bitcoin. So it's like, would it be possible if I withdraw half of whatever I have there? So in US dollars, I was withdrawing 50,000. So that's equivalent to 1.29 Bitcoin. So she told me, okay, she taught me how to do the transfer out from CoinMarketCap, and then she told me, where do you want to receive the money? Do you want to receive the money directly in your bank account or through PayPal? So I said, like, I think there's gonna be a problem if I how do I say this? If I directly deposit the money in my bank account, maybe the bank's gonna question me, like, where the hell is the money coming from? It's a big amount, and every 2 weeks you're only receiving like 1,200 from your paycheck. So I told her, oh, maybe would it be okay if you put it in my if you transfer it in my PayPal account. So she's like, okay, no problem, I'll set it up for you. And so I made the transfer out. She told me what to do. I put my own my personal Bitcoin wallet address there, so that will be transferred from my ShakePay and then ShakePay to my PayPal. And then she told me, you'll receive the money in an hour. Like, you're gonna receive a notification that the money is gonna be in your ShakePay account within an hour. Annie, 5 hours passed. I did not received anything. I kept on messaging her. Okay, you told me an hour later, but how come I still have nothing? And bills are starting to pile up. School bills, utilities, apartment bills, and then of course the money that I owe from my friends and families and my mother. And she told me that, okay, double check your how do I say this? Double check your coin market cap application. Check your, how do I say this? Like, check if check the transaction details there. She told me that I can't edit or cancel the transaction because the whole transaction is going to disappear. Like, it's bye bye if you do anything to it. So I told her, okay. When I checked it out, I saw there that there's a outstanding fee, because okay, I converted the 50,000 in the 50,000 US in Canadian, so it's around 64,500 something in Canadian at that time. The total withdrawal fee, I think it was like 10% of what was I expecting to withdraw. So if it's like 64, it was like around 6,400 something. So I was like, oh my God, I have to pay another 6,400 just so this stupid money can be released. And then I told her, you kept telling me that there's no more payment. I was complaining. I was ballistic. I told her that you kept telling me that I'm not gonna pay anymore. That I'm only gonna pay the taxes, and that's it. It's over. Like, the fees are over. But now she's like, well, it is what it is. And I told her that, no, you can't just tell me it is what it is. I need transparency, because we're talking thousands of dollars here. You can't just like, okay, we're done, and then the next thing is, oh, there's another payment. Like, I feel like a puppet, because, like, I it's really hard to explain, Annie. Like, I kind of felt like I was a puppet, because I would do the things that she would tell me to do, just so that stupid money would be released. So I told her, oh my God, like, I don't know where to ask anymore. Like, I can't even get a loan because I'm a student. They wouldn't approve me. I tried applying a loan in the bank because I didn't want to ask from my friends and my families anymore. So like, okay, I'm gonna try applying a loan at the bank just to see. I didn't get approved because they told me that I don't have enough credit history.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this sucks. So what am I gonna do now? So I messaged her. I told her, I'm really stuck. I don't know how to, proceed with this whole situation. Because like I told her, it's almost the end of the month now. I kept telling her bills are piling up. I have a lot of financial commitments that I have to return, this and that. And you know what she told me? She told me that, well, that's not my problem. I've been doing my job to help you, and you know that it's not on my part who's delaying the release. It's on your part. I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like, seriously. It doesn't make sense. So I told her, well, can you at least help me out? Because yeah, on her Instagram profile it says that she's a senior manager in the like in Bitcoin mining. So it's like, well, can you help me out? I know that you're rich or whatever, so you might as well help me. And then I also told my friend, and my friend told me, "Oh, I don't think it's proper if you ask her to lend you money." It's like, so what am I supposed to do then? Like, who am I going to ask? So, so yeah, I asked her, and she told me she can't help me. I have to do it by myself. Like, I have to try my very, very, very best in order to collect that other 6,000 again. So I told her, okay, give me a couple of days. I'll try my best. I mean, I don't want to force my friends and my family members to keep on lending me money, because it's very, it's like, it's embarrassing. It's starting to get embarrassing. So I it took me like 4 days, or not 4 days, a week before I get back to her. But she kept messaging me. She's like, okay, do you have it now? Do you have it now? It's like every day, hi, do you have it now? Do you have it now? Like I told her, like it's not that easy to find 6,000, huh? Like I told you, give me time, because it's not that easy. So I spoke to this other friend of mine. I told her about this investment, and then she told me that, oh my god, like, are you sure you're not being scammed? And I told her, no, remember our friend, because she's also friends with that friend who introduced me to the investment. Like, do you remember this friend of ours? She's the one who introduced me to Linda. It's like, okay. She told me, I have savings with me. I mean, I don't need it now, but if you really do need it, I can lend it to you. But if I need the money back, just make sure that you return it to me if I need the money. I was like, oh my god, you're a lifesaver. Okay. So I borrowed 4,000 from that friend, and then the other 2,000 I borrowed from my mother again. And so yes, I was able to collect that other 6,000, and I sent it to her. And then I sent her a message, please, please tell me that this is the very, very last payment that I am going to pay, because what I'm doing right now is financial suicide. I haven't finished college yet. I'm still working. I have outstanding bills to pay. I owe a lot of money from friends and families now. So if this is not gonna work out, then I don't know what to do anymore. So she told me, I gave you my word. Okay. She gave me my word. So everything is okay. And then I waited another week again, Annie. I did not hear from her. I did not hear from her again. So I waited another week. And after a week, I sent her again a message, and she told me that because I am withdrawing a large sum of money, it cannot be transferred to my ShakePay account. I have to download, how do you say this? I have to download, what do you call this? Coinbase. I have to open up a Coinbase account, because ShakePay won't accept that large, that kind of money, because it's really big. So she told me, okay, download Coinbase and set up your account and give me access, so that I can I can link it to your mining account. That's what she told me. So, and then she also told me, so link your PayPal account there and your bank account. So, because I was kind of like a puppet, I did what you told me. And yeah, and then so after setting up the Coinbase account, I how do I say this? She sent me a message that I have to pay another 1,000 Canadian dollars for the linking fee. I told her, linking fee of what? what is it there to link? She told me to link your Coinbase account and your trading account. I told her, but I haven't received like any notification from Coinbase that I have to pay any sort of fee. And she's like, but it's how the system in the company works, because because they're the one who does the mining, and I'm only investing, so it doesn't show up there, it shows in their system. That's what she told me. I was like, okay, oh my god, please, like I'm really really maxed out. um how do I say this? um would it be like, if I pay this, please tell me this is the last payment, please, because I'm really maxed out. And she's like, and she told me again, I give you my word. Okay. And then a couple of hours later, she sent me a long ass paragraph in the Instagram message, in the DM. She's like, uh, it was about another fee, an HTC fee. I don't even know what the heck is an HTC fee. Um, So she told me, how do I say this? So she told me, you have to pay this HTC fee. It's worth 1,000 US dollars. So if you convert it in Canadian, it's another $1,630. And I'm like, I can't wrap my head around it. I'm like, oh my god, where am I gonna find another 1,600? Just like she told me, on the message, she was like, if you pay this within 3 hours, there's be guaranteed that you'll be receiving your funds within 3 hours. I was like, okay, shoot, who am I gonna ask? Who am I gonna ask? I asked my mother again. She's like, what the hell is going on with your investment? How come you're giving a lot of money but you haven't received anything back? I'm like, well, my broker, my friend told me it is what it is, and probably just have to suck it up and probably pay everything off, and then I'll receive whatever I'm supposed to receive. So my mom's like, okay, I'm gonna give you the 1,630. She gave it to me. I paid it. I paid it back, and then a couple of hours later, it was like 8 o'clock in the evening after dinner time. I received a message from her again. She told me, but this now is like at the end of March. It was like last 2 weeks of March. This has happened in the last 2 weeks of March. So like everything, it all happened in the month of March. So it was like, it was fast, and everything was like a blur to me. Yeah. So I sent her. So yeah, it was like evening, 8 o'clock in the evening after dinner. She sent me a message again. She told me that there's another fee, so I have to pay another 1,500 for there was another fee. What was that fee for again? Oh, it was for it was like a new government, like when they regulate Bitcoin transfers. So you have to pay for that fee. I can't remember what it was called, but something about regulatory whatever fee it was, but it was something about like regulation when you transfer Bitcoin from the US to Canada. So I now I was asking other people too, like husbands of my coworker who's trading in Bitcoin too, but he doesn't have a broker. He trades on his own. I told him, like, I don't know if I'm being scammed, or it's just how the structure of the investment is. And so he was like, okay, show me whatever you have there, like the platform that you're using, the transaction. And he told me, well, I use Coinbase too, but I don't use CoinMarketCap. But it seems very legit to me. That's what he told me. But I'm not sure if you still want to continue this. It's really up to you. He said, like, if you feel like you're being scammed, then don't do it anymore. Stop sending money. So like, I don't know, like, if I'm not gonna continue, then what's gonna happen? I have a lot of outstanding debts at the moment. If I don't continue this, then how am I supposed to pay them back? And so um he told me, okay, if you want to continue. So I said, okay, I'm gonna continue. I told her again, um I'm going to pay the 1,500, but you have to be really transparent to me. You have to be honest in terms of whatever fees that I have to pay, or if you're just, bullshitting me. Sorry for the word,
Yeah.
but yeah, if you're just bullshitting me, just tell it to my face. Don't make me look like a fool anymore. Because I felt like a fool. Like I felt really stupid. And she told me, no, like trust me. You just have to pay this, and then that's it. And then I kept on complaining to my friend who introduced us, and I told her, because I was starting to doubt. I was doubting already, and then I told her, would it be possible for you to, if we do like a video call, because I wanted to make, because I've received a lot of messages from our other friends, like, I don't think that's her, because we tried messaging her and she's not replying. And I was like, it's so weird that she only replies to you. And I was like, okay, they told me to, like, why don't you try video calling her just to see if it's really her. I tried like 100 times, but she will never pick up the phone. Never. I would tell her, well, if you don't want to pick up the phone, then can you at least send me a voice message just to confirm that it's you, or send me a conversation between you and Linda of like what's going on, or like proofs of your transactions of whatever money you received from her. She did not send me anything. She only sent me a picture of her PayPal account. It was like $140,000. I'm not sure if it was US or Canadian, but I told her, see, you already have like 140, but how come you can't lend me money? How come you can't lend me money? And she's like, well, we bought a house and we have to keep paying it. So, I told her, like, it shouldn't be a big deal for you now because you're earning daily, because that's what the broker told me. If you invest, you keep earning daily if you reinvest again. And then I told her, but like this has been dragging for like a month now, and I've sent out a lot of money and I haven't received anything. So what am I supposed to do? And then at the same time, my bank account got hacked. So yes, my bank account got hacked at the same time that I was doing this Bitcoin thing. Somebody took 10,000 from my bank account, so now it's frozen and it's still under investigation. So I was like, oh shit, I don't know what to do anymore. Because the bank kept telling me, oh well, there's a big possibility that you're returning whatever was taken from your overdraft. Like, oh shoot, if I owe this tons of money from friends and family, and then I owe another 10,000 from the bank, like, what's gonna happen to me? Like, I definitely won't be able to finish college. I'm just gonna pay off my debts for the rest of my life. So, but the bank dispute is still under investigation. I'm still waiting for it. But yeah, so I told Linda that, well, my bank account got hacked, and like I don't know what to do anymore. Like, the same complaint that I've been complaining to her. I told her that, um because there's no transparency between the two of us. You're not being honest with me. You just keep on throwing fees at me after the other. So like I don't know if I can trust you anymore. She's like, I'm for real. Like I'm legit. Like I won't be messaging you if I received like everything. So I was like, okay, just promise me, like promise me that this 1,500 is the very, 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 very last payment, the final payment that I am going to pay you. Because if not, then I don't know what I'm gonna do anymore. She's like, yes, I gave you my word. I told her, I don't wanna, like, I kind of don't wanna believe your word anymore because you've lied to me more than 2 times already. It's like, no, everything's gonna be fine. And then it went up until at the end of the week. And then I paid another 1,700. I just kept complaining, and my mother was complaining too. She's like, this is outrageous. Like, how come? How, like, she told me, like, sum up everything that you sent her. Calculate whatever, like your investment, the fees that you paid, and everything that every single cent that went to her, that went to that address. So when I summed up everything, it summed up to 23,345 Canadian dollars. Yeah, if I think about it, it stresses me out. But yeah, and then after that, 1,700. Oh, the 1,700 was for the Royal Canadian Mint fee. So it's like exchanging the Bitcoin into real Canadian money. I don't understand why I have to pay for that, but yeah, and then. And then she told me it was Sunday. Our last conversation was on the 27th. I paid my last payment was $500. She told me that I have to pay a $500 maintenance fee. Maintenance fee in the Coinbase account, I think. But I said, you know what? So just this to be over, I'm going to pay it. And then Monday came, and I messaged her. So what's going to happen now? I paid everything that you told me to pay, all the fees. When can I receive my profits? So she told me, message your friend, tell her, like, ask her what was the referral email that was sent to her when she invested the first time. So I messaged my friend. She told me to she told me the email that was sent to her, and then I told her, so what I'm gonna do, what am I supposed to do with the email? She told me that well, you have to do is change the email that you have in your Instagram account, so that when you change it, you're gonna you're gonna change it back to your old one. It's just to connect your Instagram account to your Coinbase account. In my head, I was like, can you even do that? I don't think Coinbase and Instagram, those two apps, they're not related at all, because like Instagram is a social media app, and then Coinbase is a Bitcoin trading app. So it doesn't make sense. But because I'm a fool, I followed her. I changed my email in my Instagram account with the email address that she sent me, and then I was locked out from my account. She hacked my Instagram, so I don't have access to it now. And then of course I couldn't message that Linda anymore. I couldn't message my friend Maggie. And then at that time as well, on the 28th, when my Instagram got hacked, all of my friends from Instagram send me a lot of message in my messenger and in my iMessage. They told me, how come you're sending a lot of screenshots of like Bitcoin stuff? And then I have a friend who told me, you bought a car and you didn't even tell me. And I'm like, what do you mean I have a car? Like, that I bought a car. She's like, girl, you have a fucking Mercedes. Like, what's going on? Like, you're rich now. Like, oh my god. I was like, oh, she's using me now to lure other people in my circle. I told them, like, no, it's not me. It's my Instagram got hacked today. Can you report it and block it? And then I tried to retrieve my account, but unfortunately, I'm sorry for my word, but that bitch used a two-factor authenticator. When it's like a double security for your social. Yeah, I can't access it anymore. So I made a new account, and then I confronted her last week, like my broker. I confronted her, like I told her, so when are you gonna send back my money? She was she was acting like she had an amnesia. She was like, what do you mean I owe you money? Do you have any proofs that I sent you money? Oh, I sent her everything, all of the transactions that I made with her. I told her, you remember now? It's like, oh, risotto? It's like, yeah. You remember me now? Yeah. Oh my god, what happened to you? I sent you a lot of DMs in your Instagram. Like, my Instagram got hacked. You know that, right? And then I told her that what's so funny about the hacking is that the person who's using my account has been sending a lot of messages to my friends and my cousins and my families and my Instagram, and they what's so funny about it is what they that person um is introducing you to them. So like there was this one Instagram post that from my Instagram. It was a story that that I bought a car, and then Linda Desmond was tagged there, like her username was tagged there. So it's don't you find it funny that the person who hacked my Instagram account is tagging you there, and um introducing you to my friends that, oh, hit her up and she'll help you investing this and that, blah blah blah. And she was like, she was very defensive. She was, no, like it has nothing to do with me. Maybe she told me, I told her, so what's gonna happen now? So where's my money? And she told me that, well, the money has been transferred out, like it's been released, but maybe the person who hacked your Instagram has it. And I told her, like, seriously, released? Like, I haven't received any notification from my coin market account, from my Coinbase account, from my PayPal account that I received anything. Because if you set it up my account with my name and my email on it, I would definitely receive notifications.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
I would
Yes.
have, but I haven't received anything. And then she told me, well, it was probably hacked by the person who hacked your Instagram. But all this to say, it has nothing to do with me anymore. I've done my job. So that's it. She told me that I don't want to waste time with you anymore. I don't want to waste time with you anymore. Like, you're kind of harassing me for nothing. I told her, no, I'm not harassing you for nothing. What I'm asking you is, where is my money? Because I invested a big sum of money, but I haven't received anything. And if you're telling me that that the transfer out has been made, send me proofs, screenshots of whatever transaction that has happened there. And she told me only Instagram users that was connected to the mining account. That doesn't make sense. Like, I told her, like, you can't reason out to me that only Instagram users. I'm not asking you to link my new Instagram there. What I'm telling you is, take a screenshot, send it to me, show it to me that you sent a lot of DMs, and you sent a lot of DMs to my old Instagram, and send me screenshots to prove that the transaction has been successful, that it has been transferred out. But she couldn't send me anything, and she just dismissed me, and that was it. So I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. I was depressed for almost 2 weeks.
I'm not surprised.
I yeah, I was back. I was in and out in the hospital because I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping. I almost failed my final exam because I couldn't think of anything. I was just thinking of it. I was thinking of, like, the worst case scenarios, that, oh, I won't be able to finish college. I mean, my mom's not gonna retire early because I want her to retire early. I'm just gonna, like, I won't have a life anymore because I'm just gonna pay off the debt that I have. I'm not gonna have a normal life anymore. And then whatever relationship I have with my friends and family, it's not gonna be the same, because I promised that I would return whatever money I owe them right away. Like, I would give them like 2 weeks. Okay, in 2 weeks I'm gonna return this. In 3 weeks I'm gonna return this. But I can't, because I don't have the money that I was expecting to have. I can't do it. But I'm really thankful is, what I'm thankful for is that my friends and family are very understanding. They told me that it's not your fault if you've been played. A lot of people a lot of people around the world has been scammed. It's not just you. There's a lot of people, but it's a learning curve for you. You learn from this. Even if it's a close friend, if it's a close family member, you have to be vigilant. You have to be not too trusting, even if you know the person, because see, like like, look what happened to you right now. It's like I really feel, Annie, that I'm in deep waters. Like I want to cry, but I can't cry anymore because I feel like my tear glands are all dried up from
Yes.
all the crying for the past 2 weeks. It's because it's been really stressful. It really sucks. I'm like, to be honest with you, I really feel embarrassed
Yeah.
because I know that I know that I'm a smart person. Like I always pay attention to details. If I know that if something is going to lead me in danger, I know I'm not gonna continue to do it. But with this, I don't really know what happened. I was very irrational. I was I was too invested to it. I've invested too much emotion to it. I was too hopeful that, oh, this is gonna push through. This is legit. That, like, this is real. Like, I don't I know that my friend's not going to put me into in a difficult situation. But it happened. And now I'm reaping I'm reaping what I saw. What I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've been messaging, or like I've been talking to all of all the people I know, friends, classmates, a colleague, family members, that this has happened to me. I know it's embarrassing that this is something, like, for me personally, it's embarrassing to share, but it's also a warning to you that don't be trusting to, even if the people that there's a lot of scam that is going on around the world right now. And I mean, it's sad to say that I fell into it, but you know you could at least learn from my situation, that it won't happen to
Yes.
you. Like that, I always I tell them that, just take what happened to me as a warning, that whoever person sends you a DM on Instagram, or in any other social media platforms that involves money, cryptocurrency, or whatever it is, you know don't fall into it
Yes.
right away.
Yes. I'm going to end this video here. I'll play you a bit more of the interview in episode 2, where I was discussing with the victim the impact that this scam has had on her life. I think this victim has explained far more eloquently than I ever could. 2 things. One, and something I've often said, the more money you send a scammer, the more they will ask for. And the other is the emotional investment that you have in the scam, which is why the victim continues to send money. I think this particular cryptocurrency scam, which I know appears a lot on Instagram, is aimed at young people, students. So if you are a student, or you work in a school or a college, or you know someone that does, please share this video. I'd like this victim's story to stand as a warning to young people across the world. Please, please, don't get taken in by these scams.